My name is Dave Ives. This is 8:30 local Indian time. I am speaking to you from the United Kingdom, so it's just gone 3 p.m. here. And our guest speaker today is going to be speaking from California, but when she shares with you, you're going to understand her origin and why we've asked her to be with us this evening. It's going to be a 45-minute period of time we're going to be spending with you. And our keynote speaker tonight is absolutely remarkable in her field and what she's achieved. But what I want to do is just maybe lay the groundwork for you, is you're going to hear from a colleague of hers momentarily, who's going to do the introduction of this professional in her own field. I cannot wait to hear the content of her talk tonight. And then at the back end of Dr. Gandhi's talk, I will be coming sharing a little bit more information about Zinzino and what's going to be happening in the next few short weeks in the Indian market. So that, with that said, I have a pleasure of introducing Dr. Prasad Campbell. He's a gentleman who works alongside Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi. They go back a number of years. He may share his relationship work-wise as his involvement with her. But this gentleman got his medicine MD from Russia. Presently is running the full operation of the health and wellness practice in Prasad Young Health and Clinic Wellness. I probably did not pronounce that correctly. He'll tell me in a moment. But I have been looking forward to this call as of Friday when we announced who we were going to have speaking. So with that said, I would really strongly encourage you, grab a pen, grab some paper, because the information tonight is going to be invaluable to whatever you choose to do with it. But at least at the end of this call, you're going to be most definitely informed about the potential of us being able to do something about something that is really taking the globe by storm in our health perspective, and that is some to do with cardiovascular. So with that said, I'm going to ask Dr. Prasad Campbell to unmute himself, and the floor is yours, my friend. And we thank you for taking the time to host the call this evening, and we look forward to hearing from you as well.
So good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi, India's first woman preventive cardiologist. She has done her medical graduation from the prestigious KM Hospital, Mumbai, India, and her post-graduation in preventive medicine. She is a gold medalist in public health. She has been honored by the late President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and also been awarded with the Best Woman Entrepreneur. She is the founder of Institute of Preventive Cardiology and has helped over 1 lakh heart patients to avoid heart surgeries and reversing heart disease. She has contributed to various TV channels and has written more than 3,000 articles in various publications on spreading education and awareness on heart health. Today, she will be giving valuable information on how we can protect ourselves in the current health scenario of changing time. She is the award-winning author of Bypass the Parya book and is internationally known for her research, which is published in prestigious medical journal. She has also been awarded as top global woman healthcare leader. Her work in preventive healthcare has been supported at national and international level by many celebrities. She is currently based in Los Angeles, California, spearheading worldwide movement of heart health education with her global foundation of preventive cardiology. The way I know her, she may be out of India, but you cannot take India out of her. And I welcome her to enlighten today's evening on how to protect our health in today's scenario. Please welcome Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi.
Hello and good evening. Namaste, everyone in India out there, my friends. I see a lot of familiar faces and all welcome to all the new ones who don't know me. So I'm very excited today because I'm going to share something very important information, not only in heart health, but overall, because this is something which everybody needs. I saw a disturbing clip recently about the vaccination scenario going out in Mumbai, where there is a lot of crowding and people are scared. So the question which we need to ask ourselves today is that why are we having so much of this fear, related to our health? What has India, as I know, I'm very proud of being an Indian because I think we are the oldest civilization, and we have got Ayurveda, which is the oldest medical practice actually, with of medical plants, herbs. We lived naturally. Our ancestors had great health. We are a land of people where we have got our yogis and rishis living for hundreds of years in good health. And many of you currently also must have seen your grandparents and your ancestors, living very healthy. So what has happened currently that we are in this state of health where India has become the, like number one killer is heart disease. We are the diabetes capital of the entire world. So something I want to discuss today about the healthcare scenario in India, what is happening, uh, what are the insights which we need to carry. And I want this to be like a thought provoking session for you, because I want you to, like as Dave told, that we have to take a paper and pen. I really want you to take a serious note of what I'm talking, because this is going to be a life changing information for you. So I want you to be all attentive till the end, okay? So let me just first ask you a question, and the chat is off, so you can't put in the chat. But maybe if in your mind or on your notes, if you have to rate your current state of health from 1 to 10, how much points will you give yourself? How healthy you feel? Okay. 1 being most unfit, and 10 being most fit. Okay. So, whatever your number is between 1 to 10, just write it down or keep it in your mind, because I'm going to bring it up a little later when we talk. Okay. All right. So, if you're giving yourself whatever point it may be, just keep it, hold on there. Second thing is that we have to ask ourselves the question is, what is your fear levels related to this current thing, what is happening, the fear which you have on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, 1 being most fearful and 10 being fearless. So let's see that. And now I want to share my presentation today. I'm going to mainly talk about what is the role of nutrition and what we are doing, because 50% of the heart attacks actually, they say, are preventable just with nutrition. And what I'm going to share with you has also applications. It has applications from womb to tomb. That is from, if even if you're a mother, you have a baby, you're a senior citizen, you're a working professional, the information which I'm going to share has application for each and every individual. So I'll just begin my slides, uh, and here we go. So the first thing, I feel that we all have to know that diet plays a very, very important role in what we do. And the father of modern medicine, Hippocrates, had said that let food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. Many of you are here, are some of you are my patients. They know that I help prevent and treat like heart disease. So I always laid lot of importance of on the food. Now, first most important thing, like what my concern today is that India is facing a problem where a lot of young people are getting heart attacks. Like young means like almost under the age of 50 years, which is very, very alarming. And most of the test today, I'm going to tell you that what we do in medical practice, actually, uh, we are just testing for some, like every time when we do, it is like hemoglobin or some lipid profile and something which is available to us. So today I'm going to talk about some path breaking things which is not available in India and which we're going to make it available. So just listen to it attentively. So my quest always has been that most of the people I see, even if they have a heart problem or heart attack, their cholesterol is normal. And as you see over here, uh, sorry, they did a research in California, in Los Angeles, in one of the universities, and they found that almost like 136,905 heart attack patients from 541 hospitals. Now they studied these patients who had got heart attack, and they found that almost 75% had, like, who had suffered from heart attack, had so-called normal cholesterol levels, dear friends, normal cholesterol levels, and only 25% who suffered a heart attack had actually high cholesterol. Okay, so somewhere something is a missing link. We are going for this annual health checkups, we are spending our money, but what are we getting in return? And most of the people I have seen in my practice, that they go for all these health checkups, the conventional health checkups, and they land up with some other diagnosed disease within a few months. Okay, so if cholesterol is basically normal, then what is exactly happening? So they did a study and they found that actually inflammation, okay, so chronic inflammation actually is one of the main and the newest risk factors, which is not only the mother of the problems related to heart disease, but majority of the chronic diseases which we are facing. Okay, so people have problems with diabetes, brain function, joint pains, so many things, but what I want to share with you is that this is a new thing. Now, many of you will ask me that what is inflammation? This is something new, because this is something which the doctors never test and no one knows about it and we don't speak. So I'll just make it simple that it is a normal process in our body. It happens when, like, say someone is injured, someone is fall down, is so there is a it is a normal repairing process of our body which is there. So that is okay. But now when it happens repeatedly, okay, without anything, because of stress, because of our modern day of living, the faulty diets, impure air, the pollution which we are facing right now, the water, the pesticides, I mean the food which we are eating, so there are so many things which are attacking us. And above all, the electromagnetic radiations, the wi-fi, the mobile radiations, so there is so much of toxicity which we are facing, which is going and injuring ourselves. The Making it more simpler, I think, for inflammation, uh, you must have seen, like, to make it simple, like a you must have seen a people getting pimple. Like, you see that what are the hallmarks of inflammation? There is some redness, there is some swelling, and there is some pain. This is something which you can see on the skin visibly, which is an inflammation, but this is happening inside our entire body. I don't want to get much into the details of the science, but little bit here to take care of your health and understand more. I'm going to drive you a little bit into the biology, what we had learned in our school days. Like, all of us remember that the basic building block of our each and every organ of our body is what we call cell. So what a healthy cell does, it has to take in the nutrients easily, and the waste products have to come out. Now what you see here is the cell membrane. If the cell membrane is not good, and it is not functioning well, uh, because of all oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and all those issues, then the cell function starts getting reduced. Let me make it simple, like, I would say that at a mind level, let's say you get irritated, right? So when you get irritated, you get angry, right? So same way, like, if your cells get irritated and excitable, okay, because of this inflammation, they are not going to function well. So make a note of it. When you are irritated, are you able to function well? Not, right? You need to have be calm. So same way, we need to understand now what is it which is calming these cells, what we can do which can calm these cells. And that is where I want to talk about omega-3 fatty acids, which are the essential fatty acids. Which are essential means that they are not produced in our body, they need to be consumed from outside. Okay, so there has been a lot of research done, and on omega-3 fatty acids. And I won't go into the connections. This is like more of like a health education, but I'm also putting these little slides because I know there are a lot of people from the medical background over here, so it helps them a little bit tweaking. So omega-3 fatty acids is plays an important role in making those cells less excitable, and there has been lot of studies done on that. So what are exactly this omega-3 fatty acids? Where are they found? They are found in fish and flaxseed and like dietary supplements such as fish oil. So the very common question, I'm right now in consulting people all over the world and especially United States, and I talk about a plant-based diet, and everyone asks me that, oh, if plant-based diet is good, then India is mainly a vegetarian nation. Then why do you have so much of heart disease and so much of problems, right? So the question here is that uh, I have been always been asking about the flex seeds. I've been telling my people all the time about flex seeds as a good source of omega-3. And in India, we have good sources of from the fish also, but mainly people are vegetarian. Okay. And the problem with vegetarian is that the ALA, which is like found in the plants, it has to process in your liver to convert into the EPA, DHA, and all. And many times there are issues related to it. The conversion is low. Okay. So I'm in a little bit going to share about my own health story and why I'm choosing to be here. So just hang on. So, little bit about this omega-3, as you know, and omega-6 are also another type of fatty acids which are sourced from the vegetables oils. Okay. So what is important here is, and the omegas have a very important role to play not only in your heart function, which I've always been talking, but overall health. I have put immune function in a big capital, like, in a bolder one, because right now, why are we all having fear? Because we are not trusting our body to fight the infection. We have become so weak that we don't trust our immunity. And we need to do something to improve our immune function. Immune function means something which is your body's defense mechanism. Okay. So this is something omega-3 6 plays a very important role. It plays important role in functioning of all your inner organs, your hair quality, your skin elasticity, in your joints and muscles. There are many of the people who are having heart issues out here whom I know. So I want to know that, tell them that there has been a complete research which has been done that consumption of omega-3 fatty acids leads to reduction in incidence of the heart attack. And most of, actually, I've seen problem in the Indian population is that very high triglycerides, that is a type of fat which we see in the lipid profile in the report. So consumption of omega-3 fatty acids reduces also the cardiac events. So whatever I'm talking out here is completely evidence based. uh, Now, as I told you that there are this omega-3 from certain sources, omega-6. Now, what is this balance, right? So there is a importance of maintaining a ratio in between omega-6 to 3 if you want to keep this inflammation under check. Okay. So we need to little bit go more into this, that what is this ratio and what has exactly happened. So now when this ratio basically goes in imbalance, then there's a reduced brain function, I'm sorry for this, your hair quality decreases, your heart function gets into trouble. Okay, your organ function is reduced, your skin loses elasticity. So if there is imbalance in omega-3 to 6, there is lot of problem. Okay. And what happens when it is in balance and everything is right? Okay, so there are this 18 health claims which have been done by the European food safety rules and regulations, what they have. So it is good for your normal brain function. So since you're having this pen and pad or whatever you're doing, your notes, please just now take the inventory of your health, that Do you feel that like your normal brain function? What is your, like, how is your ability to concentrate? What is happening? Okay, about your heart function, about your vision, teeth. Okay, there are mothers out here. Okay, there are children out here. So it has also a lot of importance in the normal development of the eye of the fetus and the breastfed infants. Okay, it helps in the blood pressure, blood calcium absorption of the calcium. It protects your cells against oxidative stress. Now it fights oxidative stress. Now coming to this, what is fighting oxidative stress? What is oxidative stress? I'll give you a simple example, that if you cut an apple, okay, and you leave it for some time, you will see that there is a rusting over there, right? That is, it becomes a little bit of brown. Okay, so that rusting process is basically oxidative stress, which is happening in our cells also. And how can we fight it is like, if you see, if you put little lemon drops, it goes away. Okay, so that is exactly what happens when we fight oxidative stress. Now, okay, so let me a little bit talk to you about like how our health has changed over a period of time. Because as I told you that we were a country where like people used to live long, and yoga and natural food, plant-based food, we were very like healthy. So now if you see in ancient times, and this was all over the world, I'm not only talking of India because this is something which is relevant globally. So we had a good balance, okay, between 3 to 6. Okay, I'm talking of 1850s. And then we saw that the WHO recommends the ratio 3 to 6 to 3 or 4 is to 1. Generally, most of the scientific studies show 3 is to 1. Okay. And from the 60s, now this has been a little turning point, because you see that the food industry started playing a big role. People started eating packaged and processing foods. This is which had not happened in the Western thing. But if you see, with the advent of things happening, like every decade it started becoming worse. And right now if you see, we are at the worst. It is almost at 25 is to 1. Okay, so that is what is the current ratio. So now let's assess your thing, like, because uh, here is a question to ask. People who have written about your health score, I'm sure that people who feel unfit between 1 to 7, they all must be having some or the other issues. But this is also, I would like to ask the people who are feeling most fit, like 8 to 10 or whatever it is, what is happening inside you? Because this is something which we need to know, that are you in balance? What is this? Because if there is an imbalance of omega 6 to 3, then there is going to be a problem. As I told you that there are going to be this angry cells, excitable cells. And nowadays my biggest concern is actually the children in India, because the problem is that they are eating so much of fast food. And there is one American doctor out here who says that by learning the American way of living, Indians are learning the American way of dying. So all the fast food, fast life, fast death. Unfortunately, when Indians are adopting the Western patterns of diet and lifestyle, of excessive stress, working late hours, fast food, processed foods, packaged foods, it is affecting the health very, very adversely. So now I think I have spoken enough of the problem. I would like to now bring in a solution, that uh, how do we find out that whether we are doing well? Okay, so I'm very excited to present this unique balance test, which is provided by Zinzino. It's a international company which is now coming to India. I'm associated with in Zinzino last year. Many of you who know me, I'm very passionate about prevention, and something which is very much important, especially for cardiovascular prevention, since my mission is to help people avoid heart problems. So I myself, because I'm a vegetarian, I eat flex seeds, I take omega supplements, and uh, I have been, like, very much talking, like walking the talk. So when I was challenged, I took up this test, and I found that I was not in balance, and that was a rude shock to me. So I understood that the problem is that world over there are more than 95% of the people who are not in balance, and that is a very, very big statistics. It means that out of 100 people taking a test, 95% could fail. So as I told you that I'm having amazing energy levels. I do my workouts. I feel fine, but inside something was not in balance. Okay. And the problem is that currently there are no one is offering this kind of test. Most of the clinicians are not testing for omega. Forget India, all over the world. And that is what is a blessing what Zinzino has brought in on table of providing test based nutrition and evidence based, because as a professional I always like to be associated with something which has got evidence. So let us dive deep a little bit more, that what is this test about, how it is done. Okay, so uh, test has been performed in more than 580,000 people worldwide. This test is basically done by independent laboratory, which is Vita's Analytical Services, and they are not actually done by Zinzino themselves. It is a independent third party laboratory which they do, and that is what I liked, because this laboratory is also like their official partners with Stanford University, Harvard, University of Cambridge. It has got a lot of credibility in the reporting, and I always like to associate it with the world best and quality oriented services. So uh, it is like very, very personalized. When you do this test, you get your omega 6 to 3 balance. You also get your protection value. There is an app. You get your mental strength index, and you get lot of information. It is a very amazing report which will unfold your state of health. Okay, and not only that, you can also track your progress with what you're doing. And as you see that there have been studies done in India, but all over the world, as you see, Europe, the imbalance is 95%, Australia 98%, US has been on the worst, like 99%. And that's the reason why I got involved with them in US last year. And the global average is around 97%. They have done their Zinzino has been doing ground level work in India since 2 years, and they've done amazing work. I have been interacting with the founder, the CEO, and all the key people. They are so much passionate about providing this amazing services to the Indian population. They did some ground level studies, and they have found that even the Indians are at risk, because even the imbalance in India is around 95% and more. Okay, so we will get more data as we do. So so now, uh, the thing is that another question to ask is that how many are actually taking a omega supplement. Okay, I have seen that most of the people, at least in India, where I have come across, I have seen people are not taking. I have seen like some people taking some, like fish oils, some capsules, or all that. But now the question is that even if you are taking any omega supplement, this is a good opportunity to go and test whether it is really serving its purpose. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, and even people we have seen that who take a omega 3 supplement, they are not completely in balance. Okay, so what we are doing to fix this problem is basically we have put up a very great scientific advisory board at Zinzino, and at the leadership of this board is one of the best doctors I have met in pharmaconutrition, which is Dr. Paul Clayton. Because when I had to get into this work, which is very much in alignment with the vision and mission of what I'm doing in my preventive cardiology practice, Dr. Clayton shared amazing insights with me that why the current omega fatty acid supplements are not working, or like, I have also been in my practice talking about omega. I have worked with different supplements. People complain of fish odor, people complain of belching. That is because I found out that most of the omega supplements are, they get rancid, they are not stable. And Dr. Paul Clayton has brought in a very unique formula with almost like last 4 decades of research, where he has brought in such a beautiful formula where they are able to bring back the balance of omega 6 to omega 3 in around 120 days, on an average. It may go to 5 6 months for people who are like, very much on the weaker side. But isn't it amazing that, we can have good hair quality, heart function, good working of the inner organs, brain function, joint muscles, everything. We can get our health back by bringing this ratio in balance. So uh, this is what I'm talking about. We are introducing the Zinzino Ascent Oil in India. This is the oil which is very unique, as I told you, that it has got the omega 3s, it has got vitamin D3. Because I tell you, vitamin D3 is such a epidemic, like everyone I'm testing is like having low levels of vitamin D3. Everyone, like, it's like, I think I have put it in my like a default prescription in my clinics. It's such a big problem which we're facing out here. So what they have done is that with this unique formula, they have put in polyphenols, which is basically from extra virgin olive oil. They have done this where there is no oxidation. And I also want to share a little story out here about myself, that uh, being a vegetarian, like, yeah, I was eating this flex seeds. When I understood the importance of omega, and I understood that the conversion is an issue, so for my health I was consuming omega supplements, but still I was not getting into balance. And when I tried this product, the first thing is that the honestly, I don't like fish because of the smell and the taste, okay, because I'm a vegetarian, I've never done it. But when I tasted this product, it was so amazing that I didn't feel that I'm having something like a fish oil. It was so good, so smooth, no belching, nothing. And of course, it, as I told you, that it has great benefits. It is. And why it is so good? Because it is made with highest quality. It has got so much of certifications. It is non-GMO, naturally sourced. It is like, there is then, and another thing is there's also a vegan version which is there, then which will be soon coming in. Right now we are just doing with the Ascent Oil. So there are a lot of certifications which I won't go into the detail, but it is amazing. And as I told you, that compared to, like, I have seen that in India there are a lot of people taking the cod liver oil, okay, and especially, so they are just like over the counter available. So most of the people who understand the importance of omega take that. But we have scientifically proven that, the balance oil, that Ascend oil which we are launching, it is very fresh and potent. So I just want to tell you that this is something which is very exciting, and I want all of you to think about your health. I would urge each one of you to go back, whoever has invited you, because I would appreciate if you can take charge of your health. Don't wait for any like government authorities or hospitals or doctors, because we are in current situation. I think we have to take responsibility of our health, because that is actually the principle of prevention, and what WHO talks, that placing people's health in people's hands. Okay, placing people's health in people's hand. I repeat. So the point is that Zinzino has given this opportunity because this is literally coming in your hands. It is going to be delivered to your home, this kit. It is a simple kit which you have, where how you, many of you must have done a finger prick test for your sugar testing or something like that. So it is just a one drop of blood. You just put it on the material which we give you, mail it locally, and you have your reports online, so, and once you have the reports online, where do you stand. The product also is coming in your hands, in your home. Okay, and you can also see whether this product works for you over a period of time. There are many other, like I have just covered one factor of inflammation. I am just giving you some disclaimers that there are many other factors also. Diet is one of them, omega-3 fatty acids is one of them, but according to me, omega-3 fatty acids is most important because it has got lot of evidence that it has many roles to play, not only in heart but our entire body. And it is from womb to tomb. So a big shout out to all the mothers out here, all the pregnant women. There are a lot of grandpas, grandmas I can see, uh, talking to your family, because in India we have a good nice family system where the mother-in-laws have a say, the mothers have a say, so they can definitely catch hold of their children and their grandchildren, and talk to them about this, that this needs to be tested, this needs to be supplemented. And I am now handing over to Deva, as my friend from UK, because he's going to give you more, a little bit details on how we are going about in India. Over to you, Dave. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for patient listening.
Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi, what a 40-minute session. And we have well over 100 people on the call. It was so great to see your passion about what you do and to hear how you see these test-based products can make a greater impact in your mission to help people take their personal health back into their personal hands. So, I'm very excited about that. Actually, I wasn't expecting that amount of content, and I have nothing much more to say, to be really honest with you, other than that India is about to open. So I will share my slides just for a few short moments. And I just want to elaborate on a couple of points to help each and every one of you prepare for the opening of India. So Zinzino has been a wellness company for a number of years, 15 years, publicly traded. But as Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi was sharing with you, we've been there for about 2 years as a company, making sure all products are licensed. And we do start with the Ascent Oil. There will be other products coming. Those timelines will be released. But as of April 1, we are aiming to start shipping. So at this moment in time, we are looking to liaise with those who consider health as an important aspect of their field of endeavor. They're looking for an opportunity to help us take that message into the Indian market. And you can see on the screen that we've already got license. We're registered as a company in India, and we've already got the product in a Mumbai warehouse, and we're ready to start helping customers start that road of better health through test-based nutrition. So Dr. Pratiksha touched on the scientific board that was really behind the formulation of our product and how the test is taken. So I wasn't expecting her to do that, but she did such an incredible job that I hope she makes herself available next Sunday, same time, because as we roll out the next 2-3 weeks, as we launch into opening India, we're going to be holding several meetings a week. This coming Tuesday, we will have another gentleman who will be sharing the business opportunity. Now, the business opportunity is slightly different. You'll hear exactly what Dr. Pratiksha has shared with you today, and we'll cover the product side. But then we will also talk about the opportunity if you see yourself wanting to help us expand that message into the Indian market. And then we're going to have one on Friday. So Tuesdays and Fridays, 8:30 local Indian time will be the business opportunity. And next Sunday, same time, 8:30, we'll have another product presentation. And if Dr. Gandhi is available, I'm just looking at her right now. I want to see her nod her head. I'm going to call her out in public. So hopefully she'll be available. If not, we'll have another speaker. But wasn't that brilliantly done? Wasn't that a very succinct message? And her years of experience boiled down to 40 minutes. This lady, and I must give kudos to her. Thank you, Dr. Prasad, for introducing her, because I didn't realize how many accolades that she had accumulated. So we salute you, Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi. Of course, Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi was connected to the company by another lady down in Australia, which just shows us it's not what we know, it's who we know who knows somebody else. And so 1.5 billion people in India. I'm excited to work alongside the caliber of your keynote speaker tonight to make a difference in the Indian market. So if you want to know more, get back with the individual. If you want to know how the test actually works and you want to know how you're going to be able to get your hands on these products, then get back with the individual. They'll explain. And remember, we're not shipping until April 1. So between now and April, we will be announcing in the next week or so, those who want to align with Zinzino as something that could align with their mainstream business. If you want to participate that as an entrepreneur, then we're going to be starting registration in the next few short weeks. So nothing else to add. Dr. Pratiksha Gandhi, an incredible presentation. This is also being recorded, ladies and gents, and we appreciate your time this evening, but I would encourage you to rewatch this. Get back with the individual, get hold of that link and grab a cup of coffee and watch again, because there was decades of experience wrapped up in 40 minutes. So again, thank you, Dr. Pratiksha. Appreciate each and every one of your time this evening. See us on Tuesday evening. Bring some guests. Have other people check this out with you, because there's 100 people on the call tonight. What if we all bring 2 people that we care about to hear more about this? And over the next coming weeks, let's touch thousands of people as we open and we get ready to ship these products into the hand of the Indian public, April 1. Good night, everybody, and we appreciate your time.